It's Shop Class Monday. Let's get to some bead rolling. All right, here we're doing the layout of the top tubs. Just using a couple different straight edges and a washer to draw all my radiuses. Nice and clean as I can. Then I go along and erase any lines that might disrupt my vision while I'm doing the bead rolling. Get it nice and clean. And then it's ready to bead roll. All right, guys, a couple things on the bead rolling. Consistency is really key here. So the better you can draw your lines and your guides, the better your bead rolling is going to end up. Kind of focus in on one spot on the roll that you're looking at. You can see how bright that light is there, just kind of shining on that front edge for me as the operator. And I'm really focusing in on where the bead roll is coming down and contacting that line, and that helps me be really consistent. Another thing you want to do is when you crank down the handle, depending on which type bead roller you have, of course, I always crank it down. So you can see there I'm running parallel with excuse me, the axles of the bead roller there, so I always stop at the same amount of crank every time. You don't want to be arbitrarily stopping, and that helps you keep the bead depth more consistent. We'll just kind of watch here as I'm running this down here. I would also recommend practicing on some scraps. Draw some rounded off squares or triangles like these, and really practice following the curve, the line on your radiuses, and also where the start and the end meet up. So here, coming up in this is a really crucial part here, coming around the radius and then being right at the right spot to where you end up right back to where you started. I like to do a little bit of an overlap, and that way kind of helps blend that in together. I also speed up when I'm going on my straight lines, and then I slow way down on the curves. I find going faster on the straights help me keep them in a straight line. All right, guys, once you have your panels shaped, you can use some acetone or alcohol to wipe off your Sharpie marks and take a really good look at your panel. You might have been off a little bit on some of the lines, but that's all right because nobody's going to see those lines anymore. So the new where you went is where you went. So in the end, I was a little off on my corner there, but it all just takes practice, guys. So, like I said before, use some scrap metal, draw up some funny shapes, and play around with your different die sets and stacking them different ways. You can use washers to offset them, and you should be good to go. Practice makes perfect. So here you can see the final product, and then we'll go throw it in the van. The project I'm working on here is a 1969 VW bus restoration and customization, where I'm hand making all new top tubs and stuff. So if you're interested in that, you can check that out. I release videos on that every Friday.
All right, this is 10 hours worth of work today. It's like 9 o'clock at night. I've been here since 8 this morning. So however long that is, 12, 13 hours I've been here, but I'm really happy with that panel. A little bit of hammering and dialing to get it flattened out, but looking good.